right, guys, so we are live on my first, hopefully not last, monthly show to talk about weight loss and motherhood. And today I have with me the lovely BJ from BJ's Way Health and Fitness and Miranda from Miranda Murders Fat. Oh, there we go. Say hi, Miranda.
Hi.
Okay. So for you guys who don't know, my name is Kat, and my channel is Kat Gets Her Sexy Back. And I'm 36. I have three beautiful children, 16, 5, and 2. And um, they are a handful. And I started my journey in the beginning of July. I started my YouTube channel at 209 pounds, and I am down 20 pounds right now. Um, I'm happy about that. My goal weight is to be about 150, but it's more about how I feel rather than what the number is. So there you go. So next, BJ.
Hi, everyone. My name is, well, you heard, BJ, and I'm 25. I have four kids, 8, 6, 5, and 3 are their ages. I have 3 boys, 1 girl. My starting weight was 188.8 pounds, and I started in February, so that can tell, you can tell from that how hard it is, of 2014. And my goal weight is 155, and I've lost 18.8 pounds so far. So,
Good job.
Wow.
And Miranda.
Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm Miranda. My channel name is Miranda Murders Fat. I had to remember that. I almost forgot it. I'm 22. I have 2 kids, 2 in 8 months. My starting weight, what was it? 209.4. The date I started, I don't exactly remember. I know it was in August. Sorry, I have a cat trying to attack my hair.
Oh my God.
Okay. um, my goal weight
it's okay. It's
is
okay.
130. Where was I? My goal weight. Yeah. So yeah.
And how much have you lost so far?
I have lost 5 so
Good.
far.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
It's good.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Because this is not an easy thing to do, lose weight, especially with having kids and a family. And I know we are all married, so we have our husbands as a support system. And I was thinking about it the other day when I was preparing for the show, that we're lucky in that sense that we have the support system of our husbands at home, whereas single moms, I mean, it's just got to be so much harder for them because they don't have that, that support
Mhm.
at home. What do you guys think?
I think, yeah, that's true because, they have to do everything by themselves, and that can be tough, especially if they're like me and have 4 kids. So, that would be tough. And then to go on a diet, that would be like a mental, I don't know, breakdown. Sure, it is.
I think
We're married, and I'm pretty sure we've been to that point before. You
mm,
know,
definitely. So, how do you think that the weight loss journey has affected you as far as taking care of your family or how you interact with your kids or um, just how you are raising your family? Has it changed it at all?
I'm going first. I'm
Whoever
so-
wants to jump in.
um, oh, I'm waiting for
I'm,
Miranda.
uh, oh, you want me to go first? Okay, so I think it's affected like my family as far as like eating goes. Like my kids already eat everything I eat off my own plate. So
Mine too. Hello, my two youngest. It's like I have not been able to eat my own food in 4 years.
I mean, in that aspect, it really hasn't changed. Now, I know my husband, on the other hand, is not too happy about the changes. He feels like I'm not eating enough now, and I'm like, it's just smaller portions and healthier. Um, so yeah, and then just as far like activity wise goes with my friend or with my family, I'm doing more to try to stay active with them. So instead of just sitting down while they're playing, I'm trying to be more active with them.
Yeah. How about you, BJ?
Well, we used to go grocery shopping, y'all, and I'm not lying. We used to buy like, we had the snack section, so we go there and get all the snacks, and we had all the goody microwavable, don't have to cook meals, and all of that stuff. And since I started, it's been like chaos because we go to the store and here goes and picking up something that we're not supposed to get. I'm like, he's gotten better, since then. And, like the snacks we used to buy, we don't buy a lot of those. I'm not saying we never buy snacks anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but just say like when we have guests over at our home, it's like they're looking around like, what are we going to eat? Y'all have turkey bacon and we just have a lot of healthy things now. And like with my kids, I just try my best to just I always try to trick them into eating the good stuff. Like tonight I made like meatloaf and whatnot, and I had broccoli on the sidewalk. Actually like tried to chop up stuff and mix it all together so they would eat it and they didn't have no choice but to eat it. So it's hard, but and that's the way it's affected really, because they want. I have one son, his birthday is coming up, that he wants to eat sugar all the time, and we try to stress him how much. I'm like, what's
Oh,
going on
we couldn't
with
hear you,
us?
Miranda. We couldn't hear you. I saw you moving your mouth, but we couldn't hear you. What did you say?
I said
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be my cat messing with me, or my kids messing with me. It's my cat.
Lord have mercy. You have to throw the cat out the room.
No. I'm sorry, BJ.
You're okay. I was just worried. Okay, so like, yeah, I have one son. He loves to eat sugar and like he loves cookies. And I promise y'all, we tell him you're getting cookies after if you eat all your food, including vegetables. We'll give it to you, and he'll just sit there and try to gulp it all down his mouth and everything just to get to the cookies and whatnot. So, but we rarely keep things like that in the house now. We do get a little time, but and they hate it somewhat, but they'll thank me in the long run. Though my oldest son, which is interesting, he actually feels like he has to be on a diet too, which we're trying to, because he's a tall and skinny little dude.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to get him to actually eat more. So I think he's gotten the wrong impression. I guess he feels like, and he's my firstborn, I guess he feels like, well, mama says it's not good, so I don't think it's good, so I'm not going to eat it. So sometimes we have to actually make him now eat like cupcakes and things like. I'm like, you need a cupcake or two, boy. So yeah, it's affected a lot.
That's like my 5-year-old. she was in the like lowest percentile when she turned 2. It was like she stopped gaining weight, and she was like in the 10 percentile all the way up until she was just like turned 4, and then she started gaining weight and getting into a normal weight. And it was just like getting her to eat is difficult. Like I told my husband today, she's practically a vegetarian because the only meat that she'll eat is hot dogs. Other than that, she won't eat. There's just a few foods that she'll eat anyway. So for me, I have to. I end up having to cook like 2 meals. I'll cook like a healthier version of whatever they're eating for myself. So that way I know they need the calories because they're, constantly moving, they're growing. So, and my son, he's playing football. So he's at practice 6 days a week and, playing games and everything. So I know he needs a higher calorie diet than I do. So that's probably where my difference is because we were the same. I mean, the Stouffer's and the macaroni and cheese and all that stuff. That's I'll tell you right now. I don't cook. I told you that in one of my videos. I don't cook. But since I started on my journey, I'm cooking more. But before that, like my stove hadn't been on for I don't even want to admit this on camera. It hadn't been on for like a year. I hadn't cooked for a year. My husband, he's in the food industry, so he would bring me home. My husband's the reason that I gained a lot of weight. He would always bring me home food, and even now when I went on my weight loss journey in the beginning, like the second week I was on my journey, he came home and he bought me Olive Garden and like a tour of Italy, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you not want me to get healthy? I'm like, what are you doing coming to the house with lasagna and chicken parmesan and fettuccine alfredo? I'm like, what are you doing? So now he's with the program. Now he's like, he sees, okay, she's serious. So now he's like, I was going to stop at Olive Garden, but I didn't. And I'm like, thank you. And like he came home the other night and with uh from Texas Longhorn, I think it was. And
Uh-huh.
I'm all excited. I'm like, oh, yes, he got me a steak. And, I'm going to eat some steak. And I open the bag, and it's a damn salad. I was like, what the hell are you bringing me this salad from Texas Longhorn? Don't you know I was so excited for a steak? He was like, I thought I was doing good. I'm like, I don't want this damn salad. I made him eat it. And he went the next day and got me a steak.
Um, and it gets like that. Like you want them to sit there and say, you need us. Like they'll bring home the bad things at first, and then you'll tell them, no, you're trying to make me, get bigger and this and that, and then they'll turn and they'll bring home the good stuff, and then you're like, what the hell is this?
Exactly. Exactly. He's like, I thought I was, he said, I was going to, he's like, the guy told me to bring you a steak and you were going to be so happy. And I said, no, I have to bring her a salad. And I'm like, if you're going to walk in the door with that bag, there better be a steak in the bag. That's all I got to say. So, that's enough of my adventures. So, do you feel like, talking about husbands, do you feel like the journey has affected your marriage at all, good or bad? Um, has it, in the beginning, was it a struggle to get used to it or not? Or what? DJ?
I'm, I'm waiting for Miranda. Um, okay. I want to say, well, I want to say not really, but kind of, sort of, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I work out a lot now. I've worked out more than I've ever worked out in my life. So it's kind of like I'm always gone, and we work out together sometimes, but you know, men, they kind of like working out with other men so they can go and look how big their muscles are and all that crap that we don't really care about because we don't want bulk muscles or anything. So, you know, and then when we do work out together, he expects me to do things on the level he does things, and I'm looking at him like, you can't be serious, right? And so that kind of brings tension between us because you know I'm working out, he's working out, you know, and we both want to do the same thing, but sometimes it's best to stay in our own corners because you know I go on his and it's like, oh my God. I told him, I said, I think you're the reason why I have this pinched nerve in my neck because you made me lift these weights the other day and I couldn't do that. So, you know, and I tell him he can't do cardio like I can. I say, you can lift. Okay, don't get me wrong. You can lift, but can you do this cardio? Can you
Mm,
work your butt off and, you know, keep going and, you know, sweating and everything? Because lifting and doing like a high power cardio is completely different.
right.
So, you know, it's here and there with us.
How about you, Miranda?
Oh, I like similar to BJ there. The husband is all like bring attention to us. Like we try to do stuff like family walks, and that'll be okay until he wants me to do outrageous things, and I'm like, no, that ain't happening. No.
I
Like I
saw
already,
the one video where you was like, we're on a family walk, and then at the end you're like, and I did this and this and this and this, and I'm like, God damn, girl, you did not enjoy that walk, did you?
no, like if you, I
Oh
don't,
Lord. Okay, she has technical difficulties. We're gonna
Are you okay, Miranda? Where you at?
It was the cat again.
Oh my.
Okay, well I'll tell you. As far as my journey, my husband, he started off with me, doing the diet or whatever. Well, he wasn't like super dieting like me,
come here,
but he
sit down.
was more of eating better, I should say. And then he kind of fell off the wagon. So now I'm like looking at him every time he picks up a bottle of soda or some pumpkin pie or something, and I'm like, I thought we were supposed to be doing this together, And he was borderline diabetic, so he really needs to get on this bandwagon. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna start on Monday. I'm gonna start on Monday, and I'm like, okay, yeah, Monday never comes. So in that sense, it's like, okay. And then two, I can't work out with him either because he's all about like the arms getting bulked and everything, and I'm just like, I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I just want to be, thinner. So I just want to lose the middle section. So
Mhm.
that's our only contention. So other than that, and him just not me, maybe not not pushing my diet on the kids. That that was because I want the kids to eat healthier, and he's more of the giving them chocolates all the time. His big thing, oh, they have to have a treat. They have, dessert. They have to. I'm like, they need the calories, but they need healthy calories too. So that's
Mhm.
our only issue. Yay, we have another guest. Hi.
Hi,
Say hi. What's his name?
His name is Blake.
cutie.
Hi, Blake.
Hi.
Hi.
You said he's 3, right?
He is 2.
Oh, he's 2.
I
Oh,
know.
This looks cool.
you should be asleep, little man.
Where's your dad? Where's your daddy? Okay, we can stay in here. No, sit next to me. Okay, sit
He's
next to me.
2. Okay.
Oh boy.
So, would you say then, as far as your family life and everything, the journey has been a good thing, or has it been more of a struggle in some places?
I would say
Mm,
Good.
it's been like with me, it's been, I don't know, it's been kind of a struggle because when you're a stay-at-home mom and then you start, like through the years, we're always worried about everybody, our families being healthy and everything. That's the only thing we're worried about. So actually, whenever we take the time out to work on us, it's kind of a conflict because you're not doing the same things you used to do anymore. You're getting into more things. Like just say like this, for example, you're getting into more things. You're connecting with more people because you want that big positive support system so you can keep going. And sometimes like your family won't see the same thing that other people will see. They will see, oh, I'm getting neglected. Like I can't tell you how many times my husband probably thought he was being neglected, and I'm looking at him like, dude, I'm home.
Exactly. I feel you 100%. It's like you have to find that balance of your family schedule and at the same time trying to do your thing so that you can be healthier. So
Uh,
it's like, for me, it was really hard in the beginning. Like I would say the first 3 weeks, to the point where I had to have a sit down talk with my husband because I was like, okay, I want to exercise. I want to be able to work out. And it's like I do everything with the kids, and there's never any time for me. So we need to work together so that I can now have that time that I didn't ask for before. Um, and we worked it out where on his days off I'll go in the morning and I walk for an hour, and then on the days that he does go to work in the mornings, then I work out at home. So we found our rhythm, but definitely in the beginning it was a struggle finding that mommy time, that me time. So I completely understand exactly what you're saying, and I don't go to the gym like you do, so I can't even imagine like me saying, okay, I want to go to the gym now. Even though now that I do have that 1 hour in the morning when he's not working, um, in the mornings, then and it's getting cold now, I'll probably be going to like the gym or something like that. So,
hmm Yep, it's a
how about
struggle.
you, Miranda? I know
I
you work out late at night though, right?
I do, but I mean, it comes with its struggles too because, like this one now, he'll come down the stairs and be like, "Mommy, you're working out and want to talk," and want me to stop my whole workout just to go put him back to bed and start the whole bedtime routine all over again. Like, there's been a few nights I've just like, okay, like had to get mentally back into my workout because of it. I mean, it really hasn't been too negative, except for the times, of course, whenever the husband has the night off and he doesn't completely understand that I use, 9 to 11 as my workout time and me time. And he's like, no, hey, me,
I
so.
Oh my, I completely understand that. Wow. I understand that 100%.
It's like we have an extra baby sometimes. I mean, I love my husband. I mean, he's not too clingy though, because he usually, when I'm home, other than that 1 hour, it's like I'm engulfed in the family. So I don't think he kind of feels that distant. You know what I mean? Because I don't work out at home while he's home. So I guess if I did, like, take that time away from him, maybe he would feel that too. But I don't. Luckily, I haven't felt that yet. Not to say that I won't in the future.
So yeah, that's pretty hard. The Lordy, because you're like, and then sometimes, being stay-at-home moms, a lot of people think that you actually don't do nothing, and you're like,
Oh
oh
my
my
God, yeah.
God, you just have no idea. And then sometimes, even though your husbands are not supposed to be thinking that, they think the same thing sometimes. So when they get home, they're like, oh, it's time to rest, and you're looking at him like, no, it's time for me to rest, and you to
Exactly. Oh my God, yes. Even
get.
though my husband, I left him home for a whole week with the kids. And when I came back, he was like, I have such a total new respect for everything that you do. And from that day, from the day I got home, he's like done nothing but sing my praises. Like, that's what you need to do, BJ, especially with four. I left him with, oh my goodness, what is that? Um, I left him here with one little one, and she was two. So you leave him with four, and I guarantee you he'll be kissing your feet when you get back.
I honestly think he'll take them somewhere sometimes, and like they'll go get ice cream and things like that, and but it's like
It's not the same than to have them all day. Like I told my husband yesterday, I said, "You stay home, I'll go work, and then we'll do the reverse." And he's like, mm, "No, I can't do that." And I'm like, "I
don't
know."
you ever get into those little competitive battles where you're like, okay, like you just said, let me do your job and you do my job. And I always tell my husband, you wouldn't last one day. The kids will drive you completely crazy because
Yep.
you're going to want to do this, you're going to want to do that, you're going to see. Like that night, my house was looking like the Texas Roadhouse because I had peanuts all over my house. And I was like, sometimes you just get to a point where you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my shower and go to bed. Leave the peanuts. I don't even care because right now I'm tired. I don't have time for this. I'm just, oh my God, So it's hard.
Mhm. Like, yeah, like the little one, she is just a ball of fire. Like I tell him all the time, she needs to have a video camera chasing her around because she comes out with the most craziest things and doing the most crazy things. And she is just she's going through the terrible twos. And sometimes like when he's off, it's like you can see him like getting like, like oh my God, I can't take this no more. And I told him, I said, if you had to deal with that, you're on 24/7. That's the thing about being a stay-at-home mom. You never get a day off. Even when you're sleeping, you're on. Because if one of them kids get up and they're sick, guess what? You're still on the clock. So there's nobody to relieve you. You know what I mean? So like I told him, we don't. That's why I took my vacation. I breastfed my daughter up until the day I left on that vacation. So for 24/7 for what was it? 20 months I was with that child. I deserve to go away.
Yeah.
So
My
it was
husband
like,
would have been like me out the door.
yeah. I
My
didn't think I was gonna make it. It was 5 days. I thought I was gonna have to come home after the second day. I was like, he's not. There's no way. But he did it. I was so proud of him. He did it.
And you're always
So,
worried, aren't you? You're always like, I'm always paranoid, even though that's their dad. I'm paranoid, like, oh my God, if I get a call from the emergency room or anything like that, it's going down when I get home. Yes,
oh
indeed.
no, my husband, I'm totally opposite. He's like super paranoid. Like everything, he's got everything covered. He's like thought of worst case scenario, and he's like focused. Like seriously, like he feels like I'm too lenient. Like I let them, do too much. But he's like tuned in. Like they're not getting away with anything. So are you guys happy with where you're at as far as like your goals? And then if not, do you think like because we do have kids and stuff that you might be further along if, like, let's say you were single and didn't have a family to take care of. Not to say you don't love your kids or your husband, but just
Mhm.
hypothetically, in an alternate universe.
Um, I mean, I'm happy. No, baby. I'm happy with my goals. Stop, honey. Uh, I do. I do kind of wonder, like, if I would be further along, just because I would be able to spend more time working on myself if I didn't have the two little ones. And baby, I gotta use those to hear. Um, and a husband to take care of, you know. Thank you. Um, no, leave it be, or you can go to your room. You can go to your room if you don't want to behave. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where his dad disappeared to. Um,
How do you work out at night if you got to deal with this? I mean, I'd be like, I'm going to bed.
yeah, you just gotta work through it, I guess, sometimes, right? I do. I feel like I would be a little bit further along if I didn't have so much to take care of and a little bit more me time. But I'm pretty proud of myself for at least coming this far.
I agree. I mean, God bless you, because when my kids were that little, I couldn't even phantom going on this type of a journey because they still require so much attention.
Yes.
Um, that that's why I waited until at least they were a little bit older that they could kind of entertain themselves. Because even still at 8 months, and maybe the 2 year old, if he had like a older sibling, like my daughter, my 2 year old, she's got the 5 year old that they kind of play together. But God bless you.
No, honey, you gotta leave it be.
I
How
know.
about you? I mean, how about you, BJ?
Um, I feel like, which I love my kids to death, but I do feel like if I didn't have kids or if I didn't have a husband, I would most likely be in shape because I mean, I wouldn't really like when you find the person that you actually want to be with for the rest of your life. You kind of, I'm not gonna say you give up, but you kind of let go because you're like, shit, I could eat this potato in front of him, whatever. You know what I mean? It's
That is so true. I
cookies.
was.
You know what I mean? So it's like you almost let go of yourself because you found that person. You don't have to impress anybody else, but once you like when you are in the phase where you're still trying to impress people, you know what I'm saying? You're walking around trying to hold your stomach in and trying to eat right and things like that, and you're going out half the time, so you're really not getting enough nutrition, so you're gonna lose some type of weight. But it's like once you meet that person, that's where it all begins, because my husband took me out to eat so many times. I mean, like I would eat all day. I mean, like eating at night right now is almost like a sin to me. And like back then, eating at night was like a ritual. I love to eat at night, and I would like to buy a whole Whopper from Burger King was definitely not out the question back then. But today it's kind of like, are you trying to die right now or tomorrow? Which one? You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So it's crazy.
I agree 110%. Because when I met my husband, I was like 140, 135, 140. And like I said, with him being in the food industry, that's all we did. We ate. We we were just always going out and trying out new restaurants and just eating. So I like it. That's why I said that he's at fault for where I'm at for bringing me the food.
Uh-huh. That sneakers board that they bring late at night because they think they're gonna, you know, get applause and everything. Or because my husband did that all the time. He'd bring me home a Snickers, a Twix, and the Coke was my favorite. So I would love drinking Coke late at night, y'all. That Coke that I would have sitting on the
Like,
dresser next to me, and I would wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and like drain it. And I'm like, I look back at that, I'm like, what the heck was I thinking?
yeah, that was crazy. I didn't. I'm a Pepsi girl. I haven't drank Coke in 10 years. I'm strictly Pepsi. But I understand exactly what you're saying. Um, I was like, my lunch was a liter of Pepsi and one of those chocolate fudge rounds. You know, the
Ooh,
chocolate with the chocolate inside with the chocolate icing. That
yum.
was my lunch every day. So it's like I completely understand what you're saying. It's the sugar, you know what I mean? It's just that, and the fizz from the soda with the chocolate. Mm, Lord, those were the days.
I'm reminiscing.
Yeah, me too.
I
You
love
got me over here. I've been real good for 2 months, BJ.
sounding good right about now.
You know.
I'm
No,
not
no, good thing it ain't earlier and I can go to the store. Cause you took
right.
care of all.
But those things are so good, and the banana twins and all kinds of stuff. It just goes on and on. Like I would eat that stuff like late at night and all day long. Really, fast food was, it was everything to us. Didn't feel like cooking, get fast food. That was almost every day though. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I understand. So, do you guys have any advice for moms who are just starting the journey and who are struggling to find the motivation or find the time or find that balance that you have to have, raising a family and still be able to find that me time that we were talking about? Like, if you could go back to the beginning of your journey and tell yourself something, what would it be?
I would say stick to it, and because if you notice, I said in the beginning I started in February and I only lost 18.8 pounds. I should be at my goal weight right now, but being that things are so hard when you start off, like I had a lot of days where I just binged and where I didn't feel like doing anything. And where I just didn't, I didn't feel like being on a weight loss journey, but I prayed about it because the very first time I started my weight loss journey, I actually did a spiritual cleanse, which I went 3 days with just fruit and water. And I prayed those 3 days. And for the first time in my life, I asked God to take me there, with weight loss and, so I can lose weight, I can become healthier. And I prayed and prayed about it every single day that I was on a cleanse. And something was just inside of me telling me every time not to give up. So regardless of starting that early, I still had that in me just to not give up. And, I think it was from then. But like if I had any advice to give them, I would say to take care of yourself because a lot of people feel like a lot of women feel like, it is all about our families. But how are we going to take care of our families when we can't take care of ourselves? In the long run, okay, like right now, it's okay. It may not feel all that good, but when we get older, and those we are more prone to get diseases and things like that, you know what I mean? It gets hard, so we have to really take care of ourselves now. And if that means our husbands have to feel neglected, well, so be it, because we just got to get it together. You know what I mean?
I
So
feel you.
just always try and don't forget about you and who you are and what you need, because that's going to be what gets you further in life and makes you live longer. So
Preach, sister, preach. How about you, Miranda? What would you tell your beginning journey self?
Just jump in and just like continue doing it no matter like what you're thinking. Like when you're working out, you can do it. You know, like there's no limit to what you're capable of. And even if you have a 2-year-old, you know, watching you and yelling, "Mommy," you know, "come tuck me in," but you can't hear him because your music is up loud. You know, just
That's good advice. Okay. I would probably tell myself to make myself a priority from the beginning. You know, just take that me time because I probably lost 2 or 3 weeks that I could have been further along in my journey had I taken that me time and made myself a priority from the beginning. So still take care of your family, but definitely make yourself a priority as well. Yeah,
I can agree with
that
that
was
too.
Most important thing to do.
yep, yep. Okay.
Because we got to get some good butts. I'm sorry, but
Oh, I don't talk about my butt because my husband, he's like not even happy. He's like, you're losing your ass. Like you're losing your breath, but you're losing the ass. He's like, you don't have the Hispanic ass anymore. I'm like, would you rather I be fat with a big ass or healthy with a toned ass? He's like, don't ask me that question.
when I first started, I promise y'all, I was like, "Oh my God, is my butt? What is going on here?" And then I started with squats, and I was like, "Okay, okay, that's what's up. I like that. I'm getting some curve and be looking all sexy and whatnot." So, squats I think help it out regardless. Like when you lose weight, I think the squats get it because you will lose your butt.
Well, I
I
just
do.
started on the squats a couple of weeks ago when I started The Biggest Loser. They
Uh-huh.
they have like the squats in there, so I started doing the squats because before that, most of my exercise was just walking and doing yoga on the Wii. And now with doing The Biggest Loser, I'm definitely starting to get like the more of the aerobic kind of cardio workout in there. So I think I feel back there. I feel a nice. It's toned. I got a nice little shape back there. I guess it's just not as big as it used to be, which is fine with me. For me, I'm upset I'm losing my boobs. I love my boobs. And my bra cup is feeling kind of empty.
I don't like my boobs. Oh gosh, my boobs, they need to go somewhere far, far away.
Oh no, I love my boobies.
I do have to
And I'm
confess.
actually, huh?
I said I do have to confess, like since I've started, like I've noticed my butt lifted, and I like instead of my husband grabbing it, I will grab my own butt and be like, "Hey, look at that!"
Too much. I can just see you walking around in the front of the mirror grabbing your ass. Oh my god.
I do that huge mirror. You guys see me like take pictures in front of or whatever. I walk down there in the morning, and I'm like, "Yeah, that looks amazing."
Hey, whatever works, right? You make yourself feel better. That's awesome. That is too awesome. But what I was gonna say is, when I first started my journey, I bought myself a whole bunch of bras from Maidenform. They had like this huge sale or whatever. So I got me a whole bunch of cheap bras, and I bought them a size smaller in the band, but the same cut. And now I'm thinking they're not going to fit because I'm losing my boobies. I might have to pad my bra. That's
Oh my God.
crazy.
Girl, I'm gonna give you some of mine because look, I don't want them. Like, you need to go down. I'm serious. Like, my boobs and my arms are the two things on my body that I cannot stand. And I'm like, hopefully, because I'm like, I'm losing weight. why in the heck isn't my boobs leaving? Why do they want to stay? That's what I want to know. Why? That's why.
I need to go on your diet, and you can go on mine.
Yes.
So, BJ, so you have a giveaway going on your channel. It ends tonight, or is it ended already?
It has already ended at 10 p.m. It ended, and I'm ready to get rid of that watch because
Oh,
everybody that comes by my house is like, I want that watch. I'm like, but you're not even on a weight loss journey. How do you want the watch? I'm like, this is strictly for people that's trying to do better in life. But yeah, it ended at 10 o'clock, and I can't wait to do the drawing so I can find out who's gonna win.
I know those are always exciting. I actually have a secret giveaway going on in one of my videos, which neither one of you entered, so I don't even think you watched the whole video. I'm so
You don't have to get
disappointed.
Honestly, I have to catch up on so many videos. I am so behind.
I do too. And I try to get back to. I'm gonna be honest, totally honest. I try to get back. That's why you probably see me always commenting on your video, or Miranda, you'll see me on your video, and some other people will see me on theirs because I honestly get back to the people that have commented on mine first,
Yeah.
and I'll go. But I'm always up to par with y'all's, even if I don't watch the whole thing, which I try to. But you know, when you have your kids in the background trying to, you know, beat each other up and whatnot, you know, it gets kind of hard. But I try to make sure that I stay up to date with the most people that are always supporting me and whatnot. You
I
guys
agree.
and
I
some other.
agree.
So I'm gonna go back to that video though because I want to enter the giveaway, boo.
Well, you got until 9:30 tomorrow morning because it ends at 9:30, and I'll be announcing the winner tomorrow afternoon. It was part of the weight loss haul video. So
Okay.
go check it out. It's in there. It's about halfway through. I'm not gonna tell you too much, but I'll put the link in this description when this post. I'll be able to put the link in there, and then also because I think we do have one person viewing us. Hi, I think it's Bella Wood. She put this is so cool.
Shit.
Let's put up her comment. There's Bella. Thank you for watching, Bella.
Thank you
And
for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna also put 2 links down in the description. If you guys want, you could get a free year subscription of Weight Watchers magazine. I have it. It's great. Even if you're not on Weight Watchers, they have some really good recipes in there, and it's just really good, even if you're not on Weight Watchers. And then also the 1 year free subscription for the Shape magazine has been renewed, so I'll put the link for that in there if you didn't get it when I did my 100 subscriber giveaway. That'll be in there. And then I have one last thing. I want to be, I don't know what to call this show. Like, I don't have a name for it, so I want to do a contest to try to get a name for it. So what you need to do in the comments of the video, leave the name that you come up with. You can enter as many times as you want.
Is that for me?
I think that's Miranda. I think that's SpongeBob. No, some cartoon in the background.
That makes sense, folks.
I thought it was SpongeBob. I'm gonna have to mute you, Miranda. You can enter as many times as you want. Just leave the name in the description. I mean, not the description, in the comments below, and I will announce the winner in the next month's live Google Hangout. And you're going to be able to choose a $20 gift card from, I've got like six or seven different retailers, and I'll put that in the description of the video here. But definitely,
Up to date with y'all videos. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry, I mean, like, sometimes it takes a while because I have school going on, college, and it's like, oh my God, every time I go on there, I mean, I see y'all pop up. I'm like, but I haven't done a video yet.
Yeah.
But
Well, me, because I do 3 videos a week. I post on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I try to do short videos, but sometimes like the haul, it is what it is. It takes up longer time than it is, but I try to keep my videos at least under 5 minutes. You know, it's some 2 to 5 minutes. I try to keep them because I understand. Like I watch my videos when my daughter's asleep or at night, and other than that, I can't. I don't have time to sit and watch a 20-minute video. I'll try to watch it and skip around as much as I can, but if it's like 2 minutes or 2 to 5 minutes, then I'll watch the whole thing. So okay. Miranda, can I put you back up now? Okay, we can hear you now.
I am so sorry. I'm so immune to like every noise now that, yeah.
it's
um,
okay. This is a perfect example of motherhood.
Exactly. You have to make it work. Okay.
yeah. So, and I enjoy your guys' videos as well. And I try to keep mine down to at least 3 minutes. Because I don't like watching videos longer than 30 minutes. I don't have time to watch
Yeah, exactly.
video.
Oh, talking about a 30-minute video, I'm going to be posting a video probably tomorrow or Saturday. It's just not even like part of my regular schedule, but it's kind of an experiment. I did a video for people who like can't go out and exercise like that, that walk on treadmills or run on treadmills or whatever. So I kind of did like a scenery video that you could watch while you're on the treadmill and kind of get the feeling like that you're outside. So I'm gonna post that and see if everybody likes it. If not, if they do, then I can do like multiple trails or whatever around my house. I could do um, I could do a series on the Couch to 5K where I walk and do the jogging, so you can do it at the same time on the treadmill and kind of feel like you're still outside. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, but I don't know if people are gonna like it or not. So
It's really
it's an experiment.
It sounds really cool.
hmm It sounds
And
really.
the camera that I bought to do it is really cool because it actually films what's in front of me as well as what's behind me. So
Oh,
you get two views. Yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna be. Um, I kind of want to get everybody's reaction because if they don't like that, then I'll take that camera back and get a different one. But I thought it was different.
and thanks for telling me about the Sony. I think it's a Sony Vegas
Yeah.
because actually that's what I edited my giveaway video with. I was, y'all, it cut off like the last part of my video. I'm like, what the really? And I was so frustrated at the time. I was like, you know what? I ain't about to re-upload this. I do not think so. Not today. So I'm gonna just put it in the description box because people gonna be like, "Oh, she didn't even have a whole video." Oh well, I'm not.
I know I was watching, and then all of a sudden it was like you were gone, and the words were still there, and I was like,
They
"I was
just cut.
supposed to keep watching it."
It exported at when I wasn't. I don't know. Like I don't. I'm new to this thing, so I don't know exactly. It wasn't all the way to the end when it decides when I exported it out to my drive on my computer. So I'm thinking that's why it happened, but I'm still learning, and I like the software though. Very good software, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
use it a lot. Now I can do show y'all some of my things that I cook sometimes if, my kids aren't here at that time. Maybe I can do that. So
I'm going to be making an Instagram account because everybody's on Instagram but me. And that way I can do the same thing with the food and everything, and start interacting with everybody because I'm sad I don't have an Instagram account.
I just got one, like, I just remade me one because, like, I keep the people that I've been knowing, like, for a very long time separate from the people that I'm just getting to know. Um, I don't know. I don't care for negative people, and a lot of people in my past that I've been knowing for a long time are very negative. So I have my Instagram private because, I think losing weight is a very positive thing. You really don't want any negative vibes in your way or, being thrown at you. So I made mine strictly for people that, are on MyFitnessPal, YouTube, and, things like, places like that, not Facebook. Not Facebook at all.
Yeah, awesome. We got another comment, guys. I'll bring it up from Journey under 455. How you doing? He says, good live stream. It's always good to see what other people go through. So thank you for joining us. And it is good. Definitely is good. So next month, I'm trying to get the panel together, but the hope is to have the show be from people who have already hit their goal or who are almost at their goal and have advice or whatever for people who are in the beginning or in the middle of their journeys. So it's just to, someone we can get some advice, or people who have studied weight loss and nutrition and things like that. So it'll be more of, getting information that can help us along in our journey. So that's the plan for next month. It'll be in the beginning of November, and that's the plan. So I had fun, ladies. I hope you had fun. We had a few laughs today.
I had fun.
I appreciate you coming and joining me tonight. And for the viewers, please get to their channel, subscribe to them. These ladies are awesome. Follow them and support them on their journey. And check out that weight loss haul videos. Like I said, tomorrow morning the contest will end. And I want to give everybody an opportunity. I only have about, I think, 4 or 5 people entered, so your chances are really good. And like I said, look out for the link for the Weight Watchers and the Shape magazine subscription. So, do you guys want to say anything?
I'm going to be winner for the Polar FT60 tomorrow. I really don't want to say a time because, I always have that habit of saying I'm going to do something at a certain time, and, yeah, it don't happen. But it's going to be tomorrow sometime in the afternoon after I've had coffee, because I don't communicate with people until after I've had coffee. But anyways, yeah, so I'll be doing that, the Polar FT60 giveaway sometime in the afternoon. So you two entered, so y'all please be tuned in.
Oh, definitely. I'll be watching like I Better Win. But, mine'll be up tomorrow afternoon as well. So I'll cut it off at 9:30, just so if people watch the broadcast, you still have a chance to go in. You two, get off, go watch it, and go enter. And I will put that up, like I said, tomorrow afternoon. So if Miranda, do you want to say anything before we leave?
Even with the
well,
I had a lot of Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Well, I had a lot of fun, even with the small hiccups of my cat and my child. No.
The cat was so funny.
Well, like I said, it was awesome to have you. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you watch next month's next month's live broadcast, and I will catch you guys videos tomorrow. And you need to weigh in, lady, Miss Miranda. I haven't seen a video from you
And I didn't weigh in Sunday because I've been bloated from Tom. And so I was actually curious this morning. I was like, well, let me see. And I actually was really surprised because I weighed in at 204.4. So I was like, oh my God.
Good job.
I actually lost 6 pounds. Yeah.
Good job. All right. Well, I look forward to your next video.
I'm not waiting till a 15 because I'm just going through too much right now with school and everything that's going on. I have a anxiety issue going on, and I had actually stopped taking my medication because you don't really want to be hooked on things. You don't want to you feel like you want to be in control. But I stopped taking my anxiety medication, and yeah, let's just say that wasn't a good idea. So I'm back on it now, and I'm just going to wait because I'm dealing with a lot right now, so I'm going to wait until the 15th. I don't know if I've lost or if I've gained. I really don't know. So if you see like a big whopping 7 pounds lost by the 15th,
You'll be fine.
I don't know what I weigh right now. So, and that's going to be 2 weeks down the road. So it's possible for me to lose more weight than usual. And if I gain, well, I hope not. Oh Lord, I hope not.
All right. Well, you feel better, and you guys have a good night. To all the viewers, have a good night, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.